I have been fortunate enough to experience a rare rollback on Falcon's flight with subsequent swing-launch recovery procedure. In this video, I want to share my experience and report on this unique experience to help you and other enthusiasts better understand how such a rollback is handled on Falcon's flight. First things first, let's get you up to speed. I am Greenie from Coaster Talk, and on January 25th, I was visiting the brand new Six Flags Qiddiya theme park near Riyadh. Falcon's Flight, the roller coaster this video is about, is the record holder for the highest, longest and fastest roller coaster in the world. The roller coaster consists of 3 distinct sections. The first section after the station has some twists and turns, the second is the scenic section going up a massive cliffside, and the last section is all about speed and heights. This video focuses on the transition from the second to the third section. The train is vertically dropping from a cliff, then getting accelerated to the record-breaking speed of 250 km per hour to clear a 163-meter high camelback hill. If, for whatever reason, the train is unable to reach its top speed of 250 km per hour, the train will not have the momentum needed to clear the 163-meter high structure and will stall and roll the hill back down. This is called a rollback and is precisely what I experienced and what this video is about. So now that we are all on the same page, what did happen and how did it feel? Alright, during my visit that day, I did multiple rides on Falcon's Flight, and after the first few rides, I started to jokingly hope for a rollback on Launch 3, because that would be so cool. On the 25th, I made it onto Falcon's Flight shortly before midnight, and was able to secure a front row seat next to Coastin' with Dan. Greetings, by the way. For whatever reason, I felt it would be appropriate to scream "Rollback" at the top of the cliff as we were dropping. The train dropped, we passed the tunnel, and the LSMs of Launch 3 kicked in. Everything was as usual, but then, at the bottom of the launch, when pulling out, I felt something was different. Could it be? Did some of the LSMs not properly kick in? I let out a "oh my god" or something similar, but my excitement shortly left after we hit the trims on the Camelback Hill, as it was as hard as always. But moments later it was clear. No, we would not have the speed needed to clear the hill. Is this really happening? The train started cheering and screaming. Are we really about to stall on Falcons? We did! And as we were starting to roll back, the screams of 14 or so roller coaster enthusiasts filled the moment. We were rolling back. To my surprise, the train was not really being slowed down by a lot. We rolled back through the valley, up the launch track and into the tunnel, where the train again stalled and started moving forward. Out of the tunnel, onto the launch track, and where usually the LSM would kick in, nothing happened. It did not feel like braking either. We then passed the valley once more and made it up the hill about halfway to the start of the trims, and then again rolled back. I believe the train rolled back and forth about 4 times. Only after we lost a decent amount of momentum, the LSM kicked in and stopped the train safely in the valley. Shortly after becoming stationary, an audio cue was being played of a familiar voice. The same voice that is preparing riders for a pre-launch stage
all systems are go.
And wishing you a great flight.
Hold on tight and have a great flight.
Was informing us that we just experienced a rollback and to remain seated until the ride shortly continues soon. After, a voice from the control room appeared through the speakers, telling us that they never saw so many happy faces on CCTV. So now we sat there, at the bottom of the valley just before the 163-meter high camelback. People were shouting through the train, talking to each other and making jokes, while realizing how massive the hill in front of us is. I think in those few minutes in which we were sitting there, waiting for the system to get reset, everyone was thinking something. For my part, I couldn't believe my luck, and after I noticed that it was now 3 minutes past midnight, I, in my head, congratulated an old friend to their birthday. After a few more moments of silence and occasional shouts from other riders, we got informed that the ride will continue shortly as recorded by Casey's Apple Watch. Hi, by the way.
Attention. Place your head back against the headrest. Keep your arms down and hold on at all times. The attraction or relaunch approach.
The LSM kicked in and pulled us backwards up the launch track all the way to the end into the tunnel. Then once again stalling and rolling forward, passing the valley, rolling up the hill and stalling once more shortly before the trim brakes. This time, when rolling back, the LSM kicked in even harder and sent us flying backwards up the launch track so much that we fully cleared the tunnel and even went up the vertical cliff dive all the way to the trims. We could feel that the trim slowed us down while going up the cliff. After we stalled once again and fell down the cliff again, the LSM after the tunnel kicked in as usual, this time all the way to the end, sending us past the camelback into the final section of the ride, before finishing the layout without any additional incidents. So, what caused the rollback in the first place? What exactly was the reason for the rollback? We don't know for sure. Some might say the stars were aligned just right that night. Others might say there were too many hands outside the right vehicle to continue safe operations. But maybe it was just another technical issue which can happen on a new ride such as Falcon's Flight. We will never know for sure, but I am just grateful that I had the opportunity to experience the Golden Crat. Have you ever experienced the rollback on any other roller coaster as well? What was your experience like? Let us discuss in the comments. I am Greenie from Coaster Talk, and if you were one of the few lucky ones that night, let us connect.
Oh, hello, right position.
Oh, no way! No way!
Alright.
I'll do!